Welcome to this week's edition of The Doctors. I'm here with Dr. Roger Smalligan, who has a little bit to tell us about something we don't hear about very often, the hantavirus.
Right, and the reason I wanted to bring that up today is that we've actually had 2 cases of hantavirus right here in Amarillo recently. And it is a very serious disease because it has a very high mortality rate. 30 to 50% of people who develop hantavirus could pass away from it. So, and this is the one that is spread by rodents, being around rodents. So if you're a trapper or if you've been catching mice and dealing with them, or even if you're around their urine or their feces, if it's in the dusty area.
Sure.
And this is actually the time of year when you'll see it more, because if you're cleaning out an old shed that had some of that dust there, and you make a bunch of dust and breathe that in, that's how you're going to get infected.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily from the rodent itself.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. You don't have to see the rodent even. It could be
my
just all the
goodness.
dust. So I want everybody to be careful. They really recommend that you maybe wet stuff down if you're going to clean out a dusty shed, so that you don't create all that dust and breathe it into your lungs. Maybe wear a mask.
Right. Who would know that? Well, let me ask you this. How many cases? Is this something that's common?
It's only been evident in the United States since about 1993. That's when we first saw our first cases, and there have only been about 795 in the entire United States.
Wow.
But the bulk of them have been right kind of in the Panhandle, New Mexico, Texas, even southern Colorado. We're kind of at the epicenter of it, so I want people to be careful.
Right. So now we're seeing 2 cases.
Correct. In the last 3 weeks here in Amarillo.
Oh my, very serious. All right. Well, so what are some other tips besides maybe wetting down the dust before we head into that old storage building?
I think I have cats. That keeps the mice down.
Okay.
So they're gone.
You need some mousers.
Yeah, get rid of the mice.
Right.
And,
All right. Well, that's good to know. And again, that is called the hantavirus.
Correct.
And it can be deadly.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much, because that really sheds a lot of light on things we wouldn't have known.
Okay.
All right. Thanks so
Sounds
much.
good.
We'll be back after this.